Hello and welcome to Conchappy's Paragon Open Beta. Today we're going to talk about the new update that's coming out. Obviously version 31 has been recently released, and I'm sure many of you, as have myself, have noticed there's been a lot of major stability issues like crashes. I know that there's been so many games that I've joined and people in my party, my friends, have just been like, oh no, I've crashed and they've had to relog, come back in. Myself personally, it does a lot more than just crash. The game freezes, and then after a minute or two of not being able to do anything about it, my PlayStation just turns itself off. Not even like shutting down, you know, none of that. It's just off, and I have to turn my PlayStation back on. I have an error message come up on the screen, and then I have to restart the game. So that is very frustrating. So as you can see here, they'll be updating the game to the latest version on the 10th of September, which is today at 10 AM EDT, which I think is should be early afternoon, maybe late afternoon in England. So hopefully I shouldn't have to wait too long. In the patch notes for this, they're going to resolve these issues, and also some jungle match length adjustments as well. So basically they're going to reduce the black buff spawn times. So that means that when you start the game, it's no longer going to take 6 minutes for the black buff to appear. It's now going to take 4 minutes. And then after that as well, every time you collect the black buff, it's not going to take 6 minutes. It's going to take 4 minutes to respawn each time after that. They've also done the same thing with the Orb Prime, or the Prime Helix as it's sometimes called. They've reduced the spawn time of that from 8 minutes into the match to 6 minutes. So I think what they're hoping to do is basically just try and shorten the match lengths, because most of the time, unless someone surrenders, a match can go on for an hour or so. I know some of my games have. So they've also reduced the health of the Prime Orb from 17,000 to 13,600. So they've taken off a little bit of his health just to try and make it quicker and easier to kill him. It's the same thing they've done with the towers, really. The tier 1 and the tier 2 towers, they've reduced the health and the resistance to energy and physical damage, which I don't think was necessarily it wasn't necessary because you get the black buff, you can just shred through the towers anyway. But I suppose that's their way of trying to shorten the match times. Fair enough. They're trying to experiment. It's still in beta. They're trying to see what works. So anyway, other than dropping the black buff spawn times, the Prime Orb spawn times, they've also lowered the siege minions targeting priority on towers and inhibitors. I'm not entirely sure what that means. The siege minions are the ones at the back, the big ones who sort of shoot rather than have those little axes they swing. So I don't know if their priority was to just hit the tower when other minions came in, or when a hero, or enemy rather, comes into the tower. I'm not too sure. I haven't really noticed, but it seems like they've changed the priority so that they don't just go for the tower and ignore everything else. But they've also reduced the timing of these siege minions spawning. So now siege minions only spawn every other wave, starting at 10 minutes, and then they'll spawn every wave at 20 minutes. So for the first 10 minutes of the game, you won't get the big guys at the back every wave. It'll be every other wave you'll get one of those big fat chunky guys with their little rifles. But then at 20 minutes you'll get them every single wave. So that will be it really for this quick little update on Paragon and what's happening in the world. Until next time, I'll see you on the battlefield.